You guys ready? Dana, I was wondering if we could start with sort of what your team had to go through there early on with the situation with Donovan and sort of persevering through all that. And do you have an update, or have you spoken with Donovan after the game to see how he's doing?
I don't. We overcame a lot today. Just the situation was dire early. Donnie's our emotional leader, team captain. We were out there for a while. In my 11, 12 years of being a head coach, I've never had that. I've never had a kid taken off in a stretcher, and that was dire. He was moving and talking towards the end of it. It took him a while to wake up. So he was breathing. I mean, he was, but I don't know. I don't have an update. Our thoughts and prayers are with him. I was proud of our team with being able to put that behind them and go play. Especially defensively. Being without, our emotional leader and team captain, we had guys like Deontay Anderson step up. Obviously, Marcus made plays. Derek Parrish had a couple sacks. Played good defensively. So just had to overcome a lot, that early. The opponent, 5-5 team, they were going to play good. They were going to play hard. 11 penalties for 122 yards is just mind-blowing. I don't know what they have, 5. I don't know. I mean, it's every week. It's tough. Had to overcome a lot of that. Plus, we did stupid things. We did some stupid things I got to own up to, and things I got to coach. We got to do better. Those undisciplined things didn't get us beat today, but we got important games ahead of us that we got to get cleaned up.
Dana, do you think Marcus Jones deserves consideration for the Heisman?
Yeah. I mean, how do you? I mean, we're 10-1. We're 8-0 in a pretty good conference. He's the most versatile player in college football. I mean, you can't deny that. I mean, he's going to win the Paul Horning. I mean, Tavon Austin won the Paul Horning, and he's that kind of player. He's that kind of talent. He changes that game. Everybody holds their breath when he punt returns because they got to kind of kick it. I mean, otherwise their net punt's going to be 15, 20 yards. So they got to kind of kick it somewhere, and he can just go get it and everybody holds their breath like he's going to return everyone. Defensively, he's the best cover guy that I've been around. I've had corners get drafted high. He's just special with how he can feel the receivers and make plays with his hands on the ball. He'd probably be our best receiver. He can do that. I mean, we haven't used him lately. He's wearing down. I mean, the way he plays, he's starting to wear down a little bit. I mean, how is that not one of the best players in college football? Is the Heisman Trophy not the best player in college football? Now you got to have a good team to be in that conversation. Well, we're a good team, and we finished the American 8-0. We've won 10 in a row. It's hard to win in college football. It's hard to win every week, and we've done it 10 weeks in a row. I'm very proud of this football team. He's if I had to pinpoint one person to be a reason why, which I'm not pinpointing him as the reason why we're 10-1. He's a big part of it. So I think now is the time where people need to start looking at this as in, yeah, he's really one of the best players in college football. That's what the Heisman's about. So I would recommend all y'all write that. Y'all see it. Y'all see what I see. He changes the game weekly, and he does it in a bunch of different ways.
Dana, can you give us an update on Alton?
Stinger, X-rays are clean. So, it's week 11. I mean, we had Manny Nunnery go down with an ankle. We had Toon limping around out there. We got Tank Dell, playing with one shoulder. We got, Donnie out in the hospital. We got Logan Hall coming out because he's beat up. Our freshman running back is beat up with knees and now a stinger, and it's week. I'm not complaining. It's just week 11.
You held him out as a precaution second half?
The X-rays are clean, and he got banged up. So I don't know what else you want me to say. I think he'll probably, if what he's done the last, the whole year comes full circle again this week, he'll probably be ready to play next week.
Dana, earlier in the week you emphasized how this was a chance to, be one of 2 teams in program history to go undefeated in conference play. Did you allow yourself, just a moment to appreciate that in the locker room after the game? And what did you sort of say to the guys after all they accomplished going through American play undefeated?
Yeah, this game meant a lot. We wanted it for a lot of reasons. You can call it revenge if you want to, but Memphis has won this game 5 straight years. Memphis has been in the conference championship 3 of the last 5 years. They're a good program. So we wanted to beat them. Okay, last year still haunts me. This makes it a little better. 19 seniors, but most importantly, I wanted this football team to experience an undefeated conference slate, and we did it. It's the second time in program history. This program has some really good history. We had some really good football teams over the years. This is the second one being undefeated. Our job's not done. It's not an accomplishment. It's a great accomplishment. It's not the ultimate accomplishment. So I think there's been 8 teams that have won double digits, so we can check that box too. Next week we get a chance to go win 11. I believe there's been 5 teams that have won, either 4 or 5, that have won 11 or more. So it's pretty big accomplishment. I'm proud of them. But we ain't done. We ain't done yet. Still got another regular season game and a championship game after that, but very proud of our team.
Dana, from his pocket awareness to knowing when to run, knowing when to be patient and throw, how would you characterize the growth in Clayton's decision-making?
Yeah, he's still, I guess the hamstring's a little better. We needed him a little bit tonight. Memphis is well coached. They got a lot of experienced defensive football players out there. They were disguising a lot of stuff. We were average blocking at times. He for the most part, he's been doing a good job of taking care of the ball. I think we ran him a little bit too much, and I think he got a little bit discombobulated in the red zone in the fourth quarter. He's staring right at the play clock right there, and that shouldn't have happened. That hurt us. And then, he forced that last one on 3rd and 10. That's about the first mistake I've seen him make in a long time. The first pick was just, it's a tipped fluke thing that happens every now and then. He's been doing a great job of taking care of the ball. He's been doing a great job of getting us in good run plays. We needed him to do a little bit more with his feet tonight, and he's healthy enough to be able to do it. So very proud of him. Very proud of him. He had another decent day.
Hi, Dana. Emphasizing Clayton in the run game, just how much of his ability to do that, like the scramble he had in the first half today, how does that make your offense more of a complete product as your season winds to a close?
Yeah, he can run the football. He's still not 100%. You see him out there. He's not. We mandate that he stays in 3rd gear. He can't get that thing in 4th or 5th gear. We mandate it. So it's frustrating to him because he sees, and we had some things schemed up in the run game with him because we haven't schemed up anything in the run game with him for 10 games since Rice. We needed that tonight. We were going to do whatever we had to do to win this game. Needed him to be able to do that. It's frustrating for him because things were schemed up pretty good, and he could get us 5 to 8. He just couldn't get us the 15 to 50 that he knows he could get. Let's keep getting him healthy, and here in a couple of weeks, hopefully we'll be able to do that.
Dana, was this a telling win for you guys in some ways, the fact that you're losing key players You lose maybe one of your best defenders early on. You guys finish this game with a very much a team win for 10 straight victories, and it really, got a little messy at times, but you guys really did have to find a way together to get to 10-1.
Yeah, it's what this team's all about. I've said this multiple times. We play good complementary football. After the first half, I thought this was potentially going to be our best all-around football game, and then third quarter it just went to hell in a handbasket, man. I mean, God dang, that was frustrating. Flat on offense, gave up some plays on defense. That's about the only quarter that we didn't play great defensively. I don't know. We had 100 yards in penalties. I think they were all in the third quarter, it seemed like. It was bad. Called him up and said, we've worked too hard to let this go bad. And we played good in the fourth quarter. We did what we needed to do to win. Whoever was out there making plays needed to be out there making plays. That's what good football teams do, and this is a good football team. How many sacks did Derek Parrish have tonight? 2. Congratulations, Derek. You got your sack Ave sign back there? There you go, man. You paid rent tonight? All right, I'm out of here. Thank y'all.
Deontay, can you kind of describe the emotions you guys went through early on there when you're all huddled on the field and Donovan's down there and you're not quite sure what's going on with them?
Yeah, man, Donovan he's an important piece to this team, man. Important leader, important player. And I think everybody kind of shed a tear, man. We never want to see a guy go down like that, but especially with somebody like Donnie, man. That really kind of got to us. So we just ride for him. They say he's doing good, so just keep praying for him and hope everything be all right.
It seemed like you guys knew something might be wrong.
Yeah.
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 Did you see something happen, or what did you see?
Yeah, it was. Well, he kind of his body was just froze. And that's not a good sign. So, just hurry up. Like I said, just keep praying for him. They say he's doing good, responding well, so just hope it stay like that. Yeah.
Deontay, I know it's been a long time coming for you, but senior day for you.
Yeah.
How did it feel just being out there today with knowing that in the back of your mind?
Yeah, it felt great, man. It really not going to hit me till, conference game and last game, bowl game. But it felt great, man. My last senior day, I actually lost to Derek at Manville. So it feels good to actually win, senior day, man. But it felt great. I love this team, man. And since January, like I said, since January, man, we came with a different mindset. And, man, we just staying with the mindset.
How would you describe what Marcus Jones has done for this team this season?
Man, put him up for Heisman, man. Honestly, if you're being honest, man, he makes a play every week that just everybody just stop and say, wow. Whether it's offense, punt return, kick return, defense, he's an amazing athlete. But the greatest thing, man, he's an amazing person. And you talk to him, it's like he don't even do those things. He's a great guy, bro. Yeah.
Deontay, sort of building off of Sam's earlier question about just being here for a long time.
Yeah.
Does a win like tonight, where when you faced adversity in the past, it might not have come out the same way, just speak to how far this program's come and just stringing out these 9 straight wins?
Yeah, these past few years, man, it's been hard. We couldn't really finish as a team. Last year, COVID and all that. Then the year before that, it was first year here. And this year, like I said, this team just came together, man. Our coaches tell a lot of time, man, a successful team is a player-led team. And we like I said, since January, after that Hawaii game, we came together like that first workout. And it's been like that ever since, and we ain't stopping.
That third quarter obviously got a little messy with the penalties, but Dana was saying he kind of told you guys, hey, we've come too far to lose this. How, in this game specifically, but this season, and he's kind of found his way with you guys, have you guys been able to bond with him, and he's gotten the best out of you, and vice versa to get to 10-1?
Yeah, so we do it. Well, for us to get close together, man, we did a lot of like activities together. Just get to know the person, just ask person, about his life, just little stuff like that. Things like that, man. That goes a long way. And like I said, I'm telling you, man, since January, that and everybody can vouch for that. Since January, we came in with a different mindset. We knew we had a great team, and we just had to go put the work in, and it's showing right now. We're still gonna show it.
Deontay, excuse me. A lot of people would say that this series, this sort of a rivalry. Pre-game, it got a little intense. There were some moments out there. Was that? I mean, I know it's just part. I know it's part of football, but I mean, does that just kind of show what kind of the two teams sort of think of each other?
This was, Coach Hogan told us, this was our 30th time playing. Memphis obviously won the last 5 games, but we was up 15-14, now 16-14. And, it's a rivalry. Memphis is a tough football team. They always got talent, and like I said, U of H always got talent. And it's a good game every year, so, yeah, I wish them the best.
One more for Deontay.
Deontay, you've been part of this program for a few years now. How proud are you of not just how far you've come in terms of winning games, but just how far you guys have come as a program from maybe what you had a couple of years ago?
Yeah, we really grew, man, from, since 2019 when Coach Holgorsen got here. Things went rough that year. Then last year, like I said, COVID messed everything up. And then this year, everything happens for a reason. A lot of things we don't know why it happens. But, like I always keep saying, I know I keep saying it, but since January, man, this team is a different team, like mindset-wise. Like our coach says, the successful team is a player-led team. Everybody can lead on this team, and everybody gives their all. Yeah.
Deontay, you guys have a rare Saturday off, chance to watch some other games.
Yeah.
You're in, so does that take a little bit of the pressure off? Where you're in, but do you have a preference on how the other spot goes?
We just want to win a conference championship, whether that's here or there, or it's here or SNC or whoever we play. We just want to play. Obviously you want to play it here, home field advantage, but we don't care. We go anywhere and go get it. It doesn't matter. Obviously we're watching the game, but we'll go get it. Yeah.
Thanks so much, Deontay.
Thank you. Thank you.
Oh, you want me to sign? Yeah.
You earned it, man.
If it stays, yeah.
Derek, when did you know that this year was going to be different? When did you, first have that sense this was something else?
All that time we put in the off season, just the blood, sweat, and tears, the hours we put in. So that's where the confidence really came from. Just us all being together and being a unit, and it's finally showing up. So.
What does it mean to win that, double digits, get that 10th win?
It feels great, euphoric in a way, especially over Memphis because they've had a 5-game win streak on us, and that was a big rivalry that we needed to get a dub on, and came together and did it. So proud of my guys.
Eric, as you're repping the SAC Av gear right now, I know the past few weeks y'all have gotten to the quarterback but had trouble bringing him down. How good did it feel, on that first play to get to him and just get that first sack out of the way?
It did, man, because if I had to pay the rent, I was going to have to move off the block. But it really felt good though. Just having fun, everybody getting around there. I mean, a couple quick game passes, but just running around with my guys, man, it's fun. It's a blast.
You guys have won games by blowout. You guys have won games the last second. You guys had one tonight where you had to fight through some stuff. What has kept this team continuing to succeed regardless of circumstance?
Just grinding, having the will to work, putting the game we just had behind us and onto the next one. Just a team that we just haven't been stopped. Like we haven't stopped. And just that grit that our team comes as a whole. I think that's why it's so great, or becoming great in a sense. So.
how is Dana's personality, his identity? I mean, he can be fiery, he can be, the cool. How does that kind of help shape this team?
It's electric. Something. He definitely keeps you on your toes, but his energy definitely trickles down to the players, and whether it's always great. It's always great. So I think it's a good energy to be around, regardless if he's riled up or not. I love it. I like it. It's fun.
Derek, the emotion early on when you guys all went on the field, when you lose Donovan, how tough was that kind of going through that, just watching, not knowing, that he was, how he was, and sort of having to rally together, after that?
That's scary, man, and really sad. Honestly, that rest of the game was for him because he's one of the lead captains, leaders of the defense, and you wouldn't wish that on your worst enemy, man. It breaks your heart. So I shed a tear for him, man. I prayed for him. I played for him, and it's tough, but I think it's gonna be all right.
When they gave y'all an update, and Coach was saying that he was doing better, and Deontay said, did you get to sense maybe that relief in the locker room that things would be okay, that you guys were, that he was in a good place in terms of how he was doing?
Yeah, I honestly didn't know till later in the game on him, but all that rest of the game was for him because, he deserves it just as much as anybody else, if not more. So, that really hurts your heart as a player, and especially as a brother too. So I'm glad that we got to hear good news about it, that he's going to be all right.
One more for Derek.
Derek, what Marcus does week to week, the first interception today where he sort of reaches over and grabs it, does that give everyone even more confidence when you see what he's doing, week after week?
Yeah, most definitely. I think he needs to be in a Heisman run, honestly, because he's making plays each week, showing up, same guy every day. So I think he needs that shot. So put him in the polls.
Thanks, Derek.
Appreciate it.
Hey, Clayton, I asked Dirk this a minute ago, but you guys have won games so many different ways. What would you attribute your guys' ability to continue to succeed despite the different circumstances every week?
Just hammering through, whatever adversity it is that we're faced with, or whatever challenges it is for that week. Just keep hammering and keep playing, and don't let outside noise or distractions get in the way of what we're trying to do. So that just speaks of the character of this team and what we know we can do.
Yeah, Clayton, I know you've mentioned how week after week your hamstring's feeling better. Tonight, obviously, you were able to use your legs a lot. Do you just feel that steady progression each week and are more and more comfortable when you're out there able to use your legs to create plays?
Yeah, for sure. Each week that goes on, I get more and more confident in it. And so, in practice, I run, I stretch it out, basically the whole week. I'm in there in the training room with our head trainer, stretching it out, doing different types of mobility exercises, and it felt good, to finally get back out there and run the ball. I think that's my first rushing touchdown since week 1. So it's good to get back out there and have that part of my game back for sure.
Clayton, how good are you feeling right now just in terms of your game, from whether it's pocket awareness, throwing on the run, knowing when to take off? I guess, how good do you feel about kind of where you are right now?
I feel good, but I'm never satisfied. There's always things I could work on. Last week, something that I took away that I needed to work on, for this week, was pocket presence. I feel like I wasn't, the best in that area last week, and I feel like that's something I did a better job of tonight, and then escaping and making plays when I need to. But, I'm never satisfied. There's always things that I'm working on, so I'm going to go watch the film from this game and, see what I need to do better and try to do it better next week. So,
Clayton, Derek just talked about how once Donovan went down, his focus shift in this game was, totally played for him. Did you feel that same way? And just with how much Donovan means to this team?
Yeah, no doubt. It was a heartbreaking moment when we saw Donnie down there. It looked like he wasn't moving at first, and so it was really scary. And Donnie means so much to our team. He's such a, vocal leader. He comes in every day. He works hard. He's one of those guys that he cares so much about this team and about this game. And so it's definitely heartbreaking to see him go down. And, that's why, he has so much respect, and that's why we played, the rest of the game for him. And, prayers up for Donnie. I hope he's, has a speedy recovery. And if anyone's going to come back from this, it's going to be him. So praying for him for sure.
Clayton, early on, you guys went for 4th and 2. You kept it on a fake fly sweep. They pushed you over the first down line. I'm curious, what was that like, just being kind of in the middle of that pile?
It was good. It felt like I was playing football. Just kind of met the guy kind of right at the first down line, and, my guys came and helped me and pushed me the rest of the way. And we needed it. It was a big-time conversion, 4th and 2, and so it was good. It was fun.
Clayton, the achievement of going undefeated in conference play, and sort of now, is it a chance to maybe look ahead a little bit to, you guys are in, you're in the championship game, and it's just a matter of finding out who you're going to play?
Right. Yeah, it's really exciting. Going undefeated in conference is something that's not been done a lot here, and so we're really excited to write our names in the record books. But we're not going to overlook UConn. We're going to go out and play hard and try to improve on the things that we didn't do well this game. But, yeah, we're definitely excited to play in that conference championship and are looking forward to it for sure.
Clayton, was there a point this year or a game or an instance where you sort of knew this year was going to be different, this year was going to be something, you can be?
Yeah, I think it started before the season, really. I heard D-Train get up here and say that, we got here in January that we had one goal in mind, and, everyone's been on board since then, and we knew how good we can be. I think it even, really started at the end of last year, because we should have won more games than we did last year, and we felt like this was the year that it was really going to turn. And here we are, undefeated in conference, and, looking to continue to win games and put our name in the record books.
Anything from that first meeting in January that sticks out?
I just remember feeling like just the vibe was different around the facility. Everyone just had a different air about them and confidence and excitement, and we've just kind of rode that wave as long as we can up until now, and we're looking to continue to ride that same wave.
One more for Clayton. Yep.
It was asked of Dana and your teammates, but just what Marcus Jones is doing. Defensive players don't typically get a lot of looks for the Heisman, but I mean, you could make a case for what he does. I'm just curious what your thoughts are on that.
He's incredible, man. He's a really talented guy. I think everyone calls him Mr. Versatile now, which is perfect for him. But he's ridiculous. I mean, he makes plays that you're just like, wow. Like it was funny when he made that one-handed interception and we were in the huddle. The offense was in the huddle waiting to go out on the field. I looked at Christian Trahan. I go, that was like a Madden animation. Like it just looked like it was straight out of a video game. It's just he makes plays like that, every game, and so I think he should definitely be considered for the spot.
Thanks, Mike.
Cool. Appreciate it, guys.